Hi guys, my name is Sam. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. We are building a big family. Come join us, won't you? It's a very interesting one. I swear I will keep you on your toes all the time. Sometimes I'm posting 5 times a day. Sometimes, I don't know, it's a year. My bad, I guess. It's just life, you know? But today, from a couple of your guys' requests and DMs to me, I did an updated everyday makeup routine. I understand we are all in quarantine right now, and I feel like if we watch me saying this a year from now, it's gonna be so crazy to be like, wow, that's right, we were in quarantine for a really long time. But I know we're in quarantine right now, so a lot of you are probably not wearing makeup. But if you are like me, when I get super anxious or just bored or feel very confined in the house, I will sit down and do makeup, and it kind of transports me to this mindset where I just kind of, everything falls away and I'm just so focused on doing my makeup that I don't remember or think about all the bad things going on in the world. Once it's post-quarantine, you're ready to go to those bars, you're ready to find Prince Charming now because the guys are shaping up because they realize how lonely they are. That's a real thing. Take my word for it. And you just want a new, fresh, cute, summery look to hit the bars with, make your reappearance, find that man or girl, whatever you're looking for, you're gonna find them, and you're gonna be in a makeup look that looks hopefully like this. So if you want to recreate what I have on my face, keep watching. Okay, so I am just going to get right into my makeup routine that I have been doing for kind of a while now. So let's just get into it. So I do have moisturizer already on my skin. I don't use a specific one. Right now I'm using CeraVe or something. It's just something random I found in my house. I do really like the Kylie Skin moisturizer, but I'm like all out of it and I don't want to order it from her website, and Ulta only has it in person, and quarantine has just got me all messed up. So I have that moisturizer on. So now I'm gonna put, it's the NYX Shine Killer on as a primer. I don't always put primers on, especially being in quarantine. I feel like I don't really need to make my makeup last super long. I really don't even need to put makeup on at all. I haven't been for a while. I also did try that viral TikTok trend where you put like your moisturizer and then powder, or your moisturizer, powder, setting spray, primer, and then foundation. I think that's the order it goes in, and I did really like it. It is so many steps and I just can't remember it all the time. Like I actually had to write down the steps in my notes because I just could not remember all of them, because apparently that's just too hard for me. I love this foundation. It's the Fiona Styles one. I don't know if you guys remember me talking about it previously, but I love this foundation for a really long time. It's perfect for my oily gals out there. And I found out about it because Carly Bible used it, but then I guess they discontinued it. So I couldn't find it for a really long time. So I had to use a bunch of other foundations that I didn't really care for. But then I found it on Walmart out of anywhere. So if you're wondering, I have the shade 5, which is like my normal everyday shade. I also have the shade 6 for when I'm like really spray tanned, or like when it's the summer and I'm really dark. And then I get the shade 4 for when it's like winter and I'm super pale. But the pump got stuck in the cap, so I have to use it like this. So I just want to thank you guys for giving me just like the sweetest comments and messages when I finally uploaded my Q&A. Well, I don't even want to say finally, because I feel like for me, that was great turnaround time. Like I said, I was doing a Q&A. I filmed it almost immediately. I edited it that night and I uploaded it the next morning. So I feel like I had really good turnaround time with that. But I just want to thank you guys for being like so incredibly sweet. Not that I didn't think you would, but when you don't post for like a year, you almost just think you lose people and you just lose their interest. And I mean, obviously I have like analytics on my page, so I know I did lose some people's like interest, which is totally understandable. But just still the amount of you guys who even before this would message me and say you missed my videos and you missed me posting and stuff, like it was just so sweet. Like you guys are just absolutely amazing. I can't even put it into words, like that feeling of just, I don't know, it's like coming home after a really long time and you don't know if like people are gonna be there for you still, but like everyone's just there with like open arms. It just, I mean, it's again the reason why I'm filming this video right now, because if that just like didn't really go well and people were kind of like, we're over this, again, I would have just stopped and been like, okay, no one cares what I have to say. Now that I have that all blended in and was talking for 80 million years, I'm gonna go in with concealer, but I crease so incredibly fast. That's how my under eyes are. So I get my under eye powder like ready. So as soon as I blend out my eyes, I go in. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Sweep and Lock. I bought this one day because I didn't have any face powder left, and I will say I don't care for it as an overall face powder because it is so like finely milled that it just doesn't keep my oils at bay. But I did find that I really like it under my eyes because it's so finely milled. Then for concealer, I'm just gonna use a Tarte Shape Tape. I have mine in light sand. I had a darker one, but I ran out of it, and that would be the one that I would use now. I actually just placed a huge Ulta and Sephora order, which I will be doing a video with all of those when I get them. So I did order my correct shade. I think I ordered medium sand, but I only have light sand right now. Too much concealer anyways, because like I said, I have kind of like a problem with my under eyes looking crepey and like nasty. It might not look too bad on camera, but in person it's like, whoa girl, that is not your color. Okay, now to go with my under eyes. So I also have my under eye brush, which is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush, and this is JH07. I love this one for under my eye because it's nice and pointy, so I feel like it could really get in there. So I'm just gonna blend this out. I put it on my eyelids too. All right, and then like I said, I have to put it on almost immediately. I guess I let it kind of bake. I have that my eyelid creases too. For my under eyes, that just got absolutely everywhere. Oh my. And now, because I am high maintenance, I powder all over with a different powder, but this is the e.l.f. Just the sheer translucent powder. This one doesn't have any, what's it called? Any color to it. And I use the Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush and JH01, the massive powder brush that I'm pretty sure I've seen Amanda use for bronzer. Oh, but hold on, I'll show you guys a really fun thing that happens to me when I use this. So I usually don't like blowing on my brushes. I feel like that's how you get bacteria, obviously, all over your brushes. And I don't recommend any of you do it, but, well, so instead what I usually do is I'll shake it out. But let me show you what happens now to my brush when I shake it. So now I go into bronzer. So I use 2 bronzers depending on what color I am. So if I am kind of the color I am now, a little more on, at least in my eyes, for my skin tone, the fair side, I use the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. This is why I reordered another one. I've clearly hit pan, but when I'm really dark summer, middle of summer spray tan, whatever, I use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. This is the dark chocolate one. So like I said, when I'm really dark, I like using this one. But for the color I am today, I'm gonna use my Butter Bronzer in Deep Bronze. And this is the Jaclyn Hill JH02 brush. Pretty sure I saw Amanda use this one for blush. I don't know what kind of heathen she is, but we need to sit her down and have like a little intervention. Now I go in with contour. So I have two main contours. The more affordable one is this Wet n Wild contouring palette. This one is a little more also hit pan, use it a lot. It doesn't really pick up on camera, but this one does pull a little grayer. So I will use this when I'm a little more fair. So this is what I mainly like to use during the winter. But then when I am kind of either medium or dark, I love using the Hoola bronzer. This is just a little sample size that I got when I bought something else from Benefit. I did get a full size from the order I just placed with Ulta, but this one actually, the sample size, if you guys can somehow just get them to give you a sample size of this, this actually lasted me a really, really long time, but now it is disgusting. And I'm gonna use the Jaclyn Hill JH05, this little guy. Some people do their contour before their bronzer. I do it the opposite because I don't always like adding contour, or I don't always feel that contouring is necessary. So I like to do bronzer first, and then I'll see if I feel like I need a little something more and go from there. And I go over my eyelids. This is only when I'm planning on not doing eyeshadow or anything on my eye. So now for blush, I use one out of two things. One of them is the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. You know it, girl. This is definitely more summery because it does have a golden like sheen. They're not glitter sparkles. It's more of a glow, a sheen, like I said. But I also have been loving this Alamar Cosmetics palette. It has these three shades in it, which are Seclusion, Isla, and Toasted, in that order. I usually do a mix of Isla and majority of Toasted in the winter, so I give my cheeks more of a more cranberry feel. But I've been loving more of this shade with a little bit of the middle one for summer. So this is a Jaclyn Hill brush in the 04. This should be white if you look at it online, but it's, you know, not. And so I'm gonna go in, like I said, majority of Seclusion, but just a little bit of Isla to give me that like gorgeous peachy glow. I use a bunch of different highlighters, but what I've been loving recently is the Jaclyn Hill palette. It's the Flash. It is so gorgeous inside. Oh, look at these, oh my gosh. So it's Gleam, Iced, Sparks, and Mesmerized, going from top to bottom. And I'm gonna highlight with my Morphe. It's the M501. And I think I'm gonna go in with Iced and a little bit of Mesmerized. And just, I've been highlighting a little differently recently. I don't like highlighting like this in a streak. I highlight this way in like a zigzag, and I get the tops of my cheeks, so it's almost like a cheek topper too. And just on my nose, give myself a little like button nose appearance. Okay, now for brows. So I'm gonna be real with you guys. I have been using, this is L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. It's a thin one. I've been using it in brunette for a really long time actually, and it is all out. So I went to Target with my family the other day. Wore masks was safe. We needed a bunch of actual necessities, but like while I'm there, come on. I was filling in my brows with like powder before that, and girl, it was just so tragic, to be honest. And I could have sworn that my brow pencil was not L'Oreal, that it was Maybelline, because again, when does Sam check her products to get the right ones again? Even though I have been using the same one for years, mind you, I could have sworn it was Maybelline. So I ended up getting the Brow Ultra Slim from Maybelline, and this is in black brown. And it should have been an indicator to me because I went and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the one. And I saw the color was black brown and I was like, I've never seen that color before in this one. Like, they have black brown? That didn't click anything in my head apparently. I could have just done a simple Google search to see. So I haven't used this one yet. This is gonna be my first time. So I guess this is like a first impressions. But I did order from Ulta the NYX, the micro brow. I used that for a really long time too, before I switched over to the L'Oreal one, just because it was like cheaper and I liked it too. But I want to try out the NYX one again because I really did like that one. I ordered it in the shade Espresso, the NYX one, if you guys are wondering. I think this is as good as we're gonna get with the brows. I actually didn't mind this one at all. I did not mind it. I really, surprisingly, like the color, the black brown color a lot because I did dye my hair. Now I just have the e.l.f. You guys know what I'm talking about. That like two-sided thing. I love these. They're like $1 or $2. Another thing that I asked you guys for recommendations on was eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, because I've been using the NYX Eye Ink Liner, which I actually really do like, but it's just really drying out now. And I just wanted to try something new because like I said in my last video, when someone asked about my favorite makeup products, I change them all the time. I'm constantly looking for new things. I also have been using this Henry and Hank Slick With It eyeliner. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and I do like the formula of it, and I do like the actual applicator. It's just not very black, but I'm gonna use this one today, the Hank and Henry one, even though it is not the blackest of black. And I'm just gonna do a wing. Okay, now time for mascara. So I have been loving, this is the Tarte, it's like you can barely see it anymore, it's so scratched off. This is the Tarte Big Ego. Such cute packaging. I really did like it, but now that it's starting to dry out, I'm noticing it flakes on the tops of my cheeks now, and Mama's not here for that. So I've been loving, this is by the same brand, the Hank and Henry. I also got this in my BoxyCharm. It's double-sided. So one side is like a normal wand, if you can see that. And then the other side is a very tiny, thin one that's supposed to be for your bottom lashes. And this is like the only thing I will use on my bottom lashes. But I've actually been really liking it for my top lashes too. Like, let me just show you what this side can do. Like, look how beautiful. And then before it dries, I'll go to the other side, because once it dries, this is like not the type of like mascara you can really build on. And once it dries, it's dry. So I'm using the Duo Lash Glue. This is in black. I have such a hard time opening this because it just gets so disgusting. And I'm just gonna use good old Ardell Wispies. Not even gonna bother showing you guys, because if you're watching this and you seriously don't know what Ardell Wispies are, girl, I just feel sorry for you. Sometimes you get a little lash glue in your eye and it stings a bit, but Mama didn't raise a crybaby, so you fight through it. Now all I'm gonna do is my bottom lashes, again with the same mascara, but with the tiny side. I really don't like doing my bottom lashes. I don't know if you guys have noticed. And then I'm just gonna go back in with my eyeliner. Always go back over your band. If you wear fake eyelashes, I don't even care. if you're like me and you use the black glue, if you don't go back over your eyelashes, I can already tell you now they probably look janky. Like, I'm just being a friend, letting you know. Okay, and now we are almost done with the look. I am going to take, this is the iconic London Prep Set Glow. It's Water Mist Original. I don't know, I got it in a BoxyCharm too. So first it looks like this. You shake it. You shake it a little bit. And then it looks all swirling and cool like this. It smells really good. It smells almost like a shampoo that I've used. Maybe like a Pantene kinda. Okay, and this is the final look. It's really simple. It's just, I would say, summery, bronzy, a little glowy. I gotta say, I'm just like loving the blush. Like, I can't stop looking at myself in the viewfinder. I think it's super easy. I could do this pretty quickly if I wasn't talking and flipping out and my camera wasn't overheating and my dog wasn't barking a million times. I could definitely get through this pretty quickly. It doesn't take me that long. But with that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you give me more video suggestions. A couple of you asked for kind of an updated everyday makeup tutorial. And even though the steps are kind of the same and what I do are kind of the same, what I do is kind of the same, the products I use are definitely different. So I just wanted to update you guys on what I do now to make my face look like this. But leave me any comment, DM, suggestion of what you want me to do next. Like I said, I did order a huge amount of makeup from Ulta and from Sephora, and I did maybe possibly order a lot of the TikTok trend makeup items. So I definitely want to do a TikTok made me buy it type video because I bought a lot of them. Not proud, but it happened. We know TikTok is the future. Okay, don't lie to me. But I am gonna go. I'm gonna enjoy my day. I hope you guys enjoy your day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.